So a lot of people look at me and they make a lot of assumptions. I seem like a guy that's intelligent. I've got everything figured out, and that everything's kind of been handed to me on a silver platter in a sense. And now I don't want to say that and give you the impression that I've not had a great life, because that's very much the case. I've enjoyed my life for what it has been. And I say that because I wouldn't be the person I am today unless I have lived the life that I've lived. I'm Logan, and I'm here to tell you about the lessons I've learned from my mother, and also that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. So the first valuable lesson I've learned from my mother is that you can't do anything alone. You also will need a support system. I was about 15 years old, and I wanted to do the best that I could to help support my mom financially. So I had this job in Clayton. It was about an hour and a half drive from where we lived, and my mom did the best that she could to help me to support her. And so she would drive an hour and a half so that I could still help her, so that I would still have that sense in myself that I was being a helping hand in the family. So there was one day that we were driving out to the job, and she ended up just pulling off on the side of the road, and she got out of the car and just sat down on the gravel in front of the car. She was bawling her eyes out. And for me, I was only 15 years old. I didn't really know what to do in that situation. So the best thing that I knew to do was just looking back on how she handled things with me, how comforting and loving that she was. So I got out of the car and I sat down on the ground with her, and I just hugged her and I talked her through the process. I let her know what an amazing mom that she's been. Another amazing, valuable lesson I've learned from my mother is that you have to stay positive. Throughout my life, the three of us, my brother, me, and my mother, we've moved around a lot. And going into every situation, into a different moving situation, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't know the people you're going to meet. You don't know the house you're going to live in, what school you're going to go in, or anything like that. So the best thing that I learned to do is to stay positive, to always find the best of the situation. And also, another valuable lesson is that you always want to find things you want to be grateful for. We didn't really have a lot while I was growing up, but that didn't stop my mom from doing the best that she could so that me and my brother could still have a childhood, things to look back on and be happy about, to have precious memories. There were times she would scrape up whatever she had so that we could go to like a monster truck rally or Carowinds or just something fun that we could enjoy really as a family. And I've definitely see value in that today. And so in conclusion, I just want to say, I want to challenge you guys to think back about some of the things that you've learned from your mothers and some of the valuable lessons that you've learned from them. And also, you don't want to make assumptions on people and continue to view them and see them as that person that you assume them to be. And so I challenge. I think that's it. I was working on the conclusion, I'm sorry.